Hello, hello, and welcome to Connect with Pinterest. My name is Shelby Tarbin, and I'm so excited that you are here. Before we dig in, I want to ask that you make sure you are free of any distractions, only so that you can really focus in on what I'm about to talk about, because there's so much information that I'm about to give you, and I don't want you to miss any of it. So clear any distractions if you will, please. And let's get started. First, we're going to talk about contents, everything that we're going to talk about. So the first thing is what Pinterest even is and how you can use it for your business, why you should quit spending money on Facebook and Instagram ads and focus on Pinterest. And who else uses Pinterest? Other businesses and brands, people that you will recognize. We're going to talk about who else uses Pinterest. Also, Pinterest facts and myths, how to use Pinterest to generate free website visitors, grow your email list, get more clicks, which equals more sales, all for free. What? Yes, all for free. What you're going to get inside with Pinterest Master Course. So there's so much information that we're going to talk about. So really try to focus as much as you can. Before we get started, I'm sure you're probably wondering, who the heck is this girl and why should I listen to her? So I'm going to introduce myself a little bit, talk about my family, and the business aspect of things, why I decided to try out Pinterest and why I decided to do a course and share with you all the goodies. So this is a picture of me and my family. My husband and I have been married for almost 2 years now. We are currently doing the parenting life. Our son is 13 months old. And so it's a little bit crazy, but it's so much fun. If you're a parent, I'm sure you understand the chaos, but the excitement of it at the same time. We are also doing a military life. My husband's in the military, so I'm a military spouse. Also a really fun and exciting journey. And then the online business. I have been in the online industry for 8, almost 9 months now, so I'm still relatively new, but in that time, I've already been able to generate the free traffic and these results that I have created. So it's pretty amazing. But yeah, so we're doing parenting life, online life, and military life so much. But I decided to do Pinterest because I was doing Facebook and Instagram and paying for ads, and I just was starting to feel really burnt out. I felt like I was spending so much money and time doing Facebook ads to get my leads, and I just wasn't really getting anywhere. Like I didn't feel really fulfilled, right? And I was just tired of having to pay for the ads. I wanted to try something new. So I did a lot of research and I found Pinterest. Of all things, I really thought it was just for personal use, recipes and home decor, do it yourself stuff. And it's so not the case. There are so many businesses out there that utilize Pinterest to generate free traffic to get those paychecks, right? To get that money. So that's why I'm talking about Pinterest today. I decided to try it out, did all my research on my own, did everything on my own, and the results were crazy. Within my first month, I got over 100 visitors to my Pinterest profile. And I had no idea what I was doing. And that's without paying for any ads. It's just creating pins and doing free stuff. So it's awesome. I had 5 followers my first month, and I had that many views and clicks to my website. So it's so awesome. So yeah, so I decided to do Pinterest. And after I was starting to get the results I was getting, I realized I really need to create a course because this is so incredible. There's so many people that probably don't even know that they could use Pinterest for their business. So that is why I created this. So what is Pinterest? If you have no idea what Pinterest is, you're probably like, I have no idea what to do right now, right? So I'm going to clear a few things up about what it is and how you can use it for your business. So Pinterest is a social media based network where users and businesses can promote and explore their interests by pinning images and videos on a virtual bulletin board. So they create pins and they go on their feed, kind of like on Facebook or Instagram, but you can save pins to a specific board and a niche that you choose. And then you can go later on back and you can browse and buy. So it's kind of what Pinterest is you create content, other people will save it, and that content delivers to your websites. So that's how you get those website visitors. They can be sent to your email list, to an opt-in page. They can become an email subscriber. They can go straight to your website to buy a product. There's so much you can do on Pinterest to utilize it. So that's kind of a little bit of the background history of Pinterest. People literally go to Pinterest to browse and buy. That's what kind of separates it from social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram. Is you go on Facebook and Instagram, but you can't really shop on there. It's more social platform, right? Social networking. Where Pinterest, it's more like Google or Amazon. People literally go there to shop. And so that's where your business comes in. You create pins and you attach them to your websites, your opt-in page, your blog, even your Instagram posts. You can connect it to there. You can't Facebook, unfortunately, but you can to your Instagram posts. Wherever you want to attach your pins to, and then you see the magic start to happen. So why you should quit spending money on Facebook ads and Instagram ads to focus particularly on Pinterest and doing it free organic marketing. So Pinterest is free. You don't have to pay for it. You don't have to pay for ads. If you don't want to do ads, you don't have to. There obviously is paid advertising that you could do on there, but there's a way around it where you can do free organic marketing. You can do creating fresh pins every day. It sounds like a lot of work, but inside Pin It with Pinterest, I show you how to do your business completely on autopilot, where you only have to work 2 days a week at minimum 1 hour each day. So it's not a lot of work that you really have to do. It sounds like a lot creating pins every day, but you're not actually working every day creating those pins. But that is one way to get free organic marketing. And here's the reason why. Pinterest algorithm likes fresh pins every day, fresh content every day, new content. So if you're wanting your content to be seen, if you're wanting your pins to get at the top of people's feeds, you have to be consistent. You have to show Pinterest and prove to Pinterest that you're going to create that fresh content every day. And once you start doing that, you'll start to realize more and more people are going to click on your pins and go to your websites, because Pinterest algorithm is allowing it now, because they're seeing that, oh, this is a real business. They're actually creating valuable content for people to go to. So that is one way to do free organic marketing. The second one is repinning content. So as important it is creating your own content, it's also important repinning not just your content, but repinning other people's content. So what I mean by repinning is saving. So saving content. So yeah, that is super powerful. Idea pins are really, really cool. They're really similar to Instagram stories, if you're familiar with those. So you'll have like a main pin, and then it'll just keep going to like another pin. So it's just stories of like pictures with their description and a title of the pin. They're really awesome. They're so much fun to do as well. You can do videos, you can do photos, you can get rid of any audio on there. Like there's a lot of creation you can do with idea pins. So it's a lot of fun. The great things to do with idea pins are going to be more like recipes, or 5 tips to do this, or 5 reasons why you should work online, kind of like that, so that each pin is its own separate thing. But idea pins get seen really, really well, so kind of similar to stories. And then rich pins are really cool too. So rich pins you have to create, and then you have to get them verified. And the reasoning is because rich pins give more value about what is on your website than a normal pin. So a normal pin is going to have a picture and a description and a title, and then it'll have the link to wherever you're sending them to, whichever website. But a rich pin is going to have a little bit more information on there, so that whoever is clicking knows really where they're heading to, or what product they're going to. So products are really, really great if you have a tangible product that you are selling, or maybe an ebook or an online course. This is kind of where you create a rich pin, because you would have the price of that product on there as well. So rich pins are really great. It's kind of similar to maybe an ad, but it's free. And then joining or creating group boards. So this is probably the secret sauce that not many businesses may know on Pinterest. But joining a group board is super, super powerful. So what a group board is you have a main board. So let's say we have, let's do Pinterest tips. Okay, everything Pinterest tips. So you'll have a whole bunch of collaborators on that one board giving fresh content every day. So you can repin their content and then you pin your own content on there. So it's a way to get a ton of eyes on all of those pins. So group boards are really awesome. You can also create group boards. So if you are doing a coaching consultant, the people that join your program, you could have them join your group boards, and that's a way for them to get seen really fast as well also. So as you can see, there's a ton of ways to do free organic marketing on Pinterest, whereas Instagram or Facebook, it's a little bit harder to have this many ways to do marketing and for free. So there's a ton of ways to get seen on Pinterest. So who else uses Pinterest? There's a ton of businesses. I had no idea that this many businesses and brands actually use Pinterest, but there's a lot. So there's Forever 21, Elle Magazine, Etsy, Target, Panera Bread, Martha Stewart Living, Men's Health, Anthropology, Major League Baseball, Bentley Motors, HGTV, National Wildlife Federation, Whole Foods Market, BuzzFeed, Time Magazine, Travel Channel, Keurig, Home Depot, Cosmopolitan, The North Face, Chick-fil-A, The Today Show, and Starbucks. And this is just a fraction. Like, this is a small fraction of the big brands and businesses that use Pinterest. So if all these people are using Pinterest, why not you, right? If they're using Pinterest for free to get people to their websites to make money, why aren't you doing it too, right? Okay, so Pinterest facts and myths. These are pretty fun. So you need thousands of pins in order to make revenue. You need thousands of followers to make revenue. You need a blog in order for Pinterest to be successful, and you need techie skills. All of these myths are just that, they're myths, they're not true. You don't need thousands of pins or thousands of followers to actually make revenue, to make an income on Pinterest. Like I said, I had 5 followers and I had so many views to my Pinterest page and to my pins, getting clicks to my websites. Like, I didn't need a lot of followers because followers don't matter like they do on Instagram or Facebook. I also don't need very many pins. You can have 5 pins that you've created and 5 followers and you can make money. It's so crazy. Like, you don't need a lot. As long as what you're giving is valuable content, the rest doesn't really matter. What matters is the views to your page, not the followers that you have on your profile. And then you need a blog in order for Pinterest to be successful. So not true. I see this so many times. I feel like a lot of people kind of put Pinterest and a blog hand in hand and think that they automatically go together and that you have to have a blog to be successful. And it's not true. And the reason why is because there's so many websites, so many places that you can take your audience that you don't have to have a blog. Yes, blogs are nice because that's a place where you can create a lot of content in a more broader way of a niche. So you can talk about a lot of different things on a blog to your audience. So, I mean, you could have a blog for affiliate marketing. You can have a blog for getting email subscribers, putting products on there. There's a lot that you can do with blogs, but it's not necessary to have one. And then you need techie skills. I had 0 techie skills. I had no idea what I was doing on Pinterest. Like I said, I had a personal Pinterest account, and I didn't even know you could create a business one until I did my research. And I really had no idea. All I needed was Pinterest search engine really to figure out what the heck I was doing on Pinterest for my business. You could search anything in Pinterest. You could search rich pins, you could search SEO hacks, you could search email subscribers, and it'll all pop up. There's so much information and knowledge out there that you could utilize Pinterest alone, Pinterest search bar. Like, you don't need Google, you don't need a whole bunch of stuff, right? It's all already in your head that you could do. Okay. Pinterest is a social media platform. This is another one. It's not technically a social media platform. It's not in the same category as Facebook and Instagram. It does have social media elements to it, like you can comment on pins, you can like pins, but it's not a social media platform. It is an search engine. It's where people browse and buy. It's a search engine. Okay, facts. Your content on Pinterest is evergreen. This is a really cool fact. So if you don't know what evergreen is, evergreen means it is unlimited. It's out there forever. It's not going away anytime soon. And so all your pins that you create, all the pins that you save, it's going to be on there forever. You could create one pin and have it be on there forever and have people constantly going to your website years later. I mean, 10 years later, and you could still get buys from that one pin. So that's what I mean by it's evergreen. Content on Pinterest is evergreen. It's never going away. Whereas like on Instagram or Facebook, you have to scroll all the way down to see posts that you did in the past, right? That's not how it is on Pinterest. You could repin your content and it gets seen that day or years later and it gets seen, right? All depends on your quality of content. That's this next one. Pinterest followers don't matter. Quality content does. I cannot express how true this statement is. The quality of your pin picture, the quality of your description, the keywords that you use, and your title, all of that matters. Like the content you have on your pin is what really matters, but also where you're taking them. So if you're taking them to a landing page or if there is an opt-in for your email, if your landing page looks like poop, you're probably not going to get a whole lot of people signing in for your subscriber to your email list, right? Because it doesn't look professional. It doesn't look like a business. You are a business. It's your job to deliver that idea, that look to your audience. So your content, the quality of your pins is important, but also where you're sending them. You can use any website, Instagram post, online store, landing page to send traffic. There is like a whole long list of how many websites and different places that you could send people. I call them Pinterest stores. And the reason why I do that is because if you think of a pin as a door, you knock on a door, right? Before you walk in, you're going to knock or ring the doorbell or something. And that's kind of where you're looking at the pin itself, reading the description, looking at the image. And then when you click on it, so when you go through the door, it's going to take you somewhere. So that's why I call them Pinterest stores. It's pretty cool. But you take them somewhere. So a website, a blog, wherever you want to take them, a product page, a checkout page. There's so many different places. And I kind of go through this on the Pin It with Pinterest course on the different things that you could do. So if you're just starting out in your business, if you don't really have an offer to give, I kind of walk you through how you can get an offer, different ideas that you can do, different websites that you can create. So it's pretty awesome. Pinterest is set up for beginners. You do not need to be an expert or have techie skills to navigate Pinterest and be successful. Like I said, you don't need a degree. You don't need techie skills. It's pretty easy to navigate Pinterest, like once you get the hang of things. And I kind of walk you through everything literally step by step, show you how to do it. And I make you do the step by step too and follow me in my Pin It to Pinterest course. So there is so much. It's definitely for beginners. If you have no idea where you're starting out Pinterest, if you have no idea what Pinterest is really, it's okay. You'll get through it. We'll walk you step by step so that you're not confused and so that you understand really what you're doing. Okay, so facts about Pinterest. These are some cool statistics that I found. So 459 million monthly active users on Pinterest. 459 million. Can you imagine reaching like even a quarter of that a month, right? That's so much. People watch close to 1 billion videos a day on Pinterest. 1 billion videos. If you did a idea pin of a video or just regular pin really of a video and it goes viral, you could reach so many people a day. 95% of top searches on Pinterest are unbranded, which means people are open to discovering new products and ideas. So if you're bringing something that they've never seen before, chances are they're going to find that and they're going to want to try it. 95%. 9 out of 10 people use Pinterest to purchase inspiration. So if you have a list of 10 people, 9 out of those 10 people are going to go buy something on Pinterest that day. 8 out of 10 Pinterest users say platform makes them feel positive. I absolutely love that I found this statistic because it's so true. Pinterest is a place to be creative, to show who you are, to be authentic. It's fun, it's positive. I mean, I'm standing here doing this webinar because that's how Pinterest makes me feel. It's so fun. It makes you feel alive and it makes you feel like you're really a part of something different. If you're ever on Facebook or Instagram, you know that there's people out there that write those really depressing posts, right? We all have those friends that we don't even want to look at their posts because it's so negative or depressing and we don't want to feel that way. Well, Pinterest is not like that at all. Pinterest is full of positivity and creativity and energy, and it's fun. So ads can reach more than 200 million people on Pinterest. Ads, you could do one ad and reach so many people. Like, you don't have to do the paid options, of course, but you can reach just people a lot quicker, right? 98% of the people that try the ideas on Pinterest, 98% of people try the ideas they find on Pinterest, sorry. That's pretty cool. That's a big percentage of people that actually do the ideas that they find, right? So if you have something really good to offer, chances are people are going to see it and they're going to try it and they're going to do it and they're going to buy from you. So how to use Pinterest to generate free website visitors, grow your email list, get more clicks, which equals more sales, all for free. So a way to do this is a niche. I have a niche and targeted audience on the Pin It with Pinterest. I show you how to create a niche and a target audience. So if you really are just starting out and you don't have those, if you don't know what those are, I walk you step by step how to create one, what it is, and how to use it in your business. So what a niche is it's a narrowed down interest of some sort. So for example, let's say that you are interested in outdoors activities, right? Well, there's so many outdoor activities. There's hiking and camping and fishing and boating and rock climbing and zip lining. There's so many outdoors activities. So you have to kind of narrow that down so you can reach more people. So maybe we do a niche on camping gear, right? That's a lot more narrow, but camping is still outdoors. It's still an outdoor activity. So do you see what I mean by you have to narrow it down your niche? Also a targeted audience, you kind of need to narrow it down. You can't help everybody. It's impossible to help everybody. And if you try to help everyone, you're going to end up helping nobody. So you really have to target your audience, your ideal audience. You have to narrow it down. So what gender are you wanting to help? What age group are you wanting to help? What region are you wanting to help? Are you wanting to help international or US? Just kind of get really specific and on their interests as well. So your ideal audience is going to look similar to you and what your interests are. So you're wanting to target those same people that mirror you. Your offer is really, really important. What you are offering them. It could be a service, it could be a tangible product of some sort, it could be an ebook, an actual product. Maybe you have a Shopify store, or maybe you're affiliate marketing. You're offering something that they need. You're not just offering something to offer them, but you have to really find out what your audience needs so you can give them that, so you can deliver it. A place to drive traffic to. I teach this as well in Pin It with Pinterest. You need websites of some sort. I recommend 1 to 3, so that way you can create a lot of content and have it deliver to those websites, right? So a place to drive traffic to your Pinterest stores, your website, your blog, your Instagram posts, your product page, your payment page, wherever you want to send them to. An email platform. There's a lot of Pinterest gurus on Pinterest that are in the business, and they don't necessarily agree with an email platform. They don't think email lists are necessary, and that's okay if you feel that way as well. In my opinion, I see a lot more success with email platforms, and the reason why is because you can offer a freebie of some sort, or even just a product or a service, and In order to get that, they have to become an email subscriber. And from there, you can do more offers. Every day you can send them, or every other day or once a week, you can send them an email with another offer. Like, those people are always going to be hooked. Email platforms are really great to me because they're more personal. It's a way for you to connect with your audience on a personal level. And for them to really see your colors, you can do videos, you can do checklists, you can do challenges, you can do a survey, a poll. Like, there's so much you can use with emails. So they're really, really great. If you don't agree with me, it's totally fine. Everybody has their own opinion. But in Pin It with Pinterest, I teach you how to set up an email platform if you don't already have one, how to utilize it, and what kind of content to put on there for your specific ideal audience to generate your traffic and your sales. Content. Your content, again, it needs to be valuable. It needs to be necessary. It needs to be needed, right? You want to create content about fashion clothes when your niche is on camping gear. Like, that doesn't make sense. You want it to be relevant to your niche, and you want it to be good, valuable content that people are going to click on, that they're going to read, and then they're going to get knowledge from. So your job as a business is to give value to your audience, right? That way it builds trust with them as well. Automation. So automation is kind of one of those back-end things that a lot of people don't really think about in a business, because they're just in their mindset, they're thinking, I got to create this content so I can make money. And they start to get burnt out because they're working so hard and so much that they're just done, right? They're exhausted. I've been there. So I know automation is key. Setting your business up for autopilot is necessary. It's such a lifesaver, especially when you're in the online world, right? So these things are ways to help get all of this for free. Utilizing Pinterest. Another thing is a proven strategy. This is probably one of the most powerful tools you could possibly have for utilizing Pinterest for an online business. So what I mean by proven strategy, or maybe a sales funnel, some people don't like to use that reference. Strategy sounds better sometimes, but proven strategy or sales funnel. And it basically is a plan. It's a proven plan that you have set up to get your sales, because that's your ultimate goal, right? Is to make money. So you have to have a plan. You're going to do this, and then it's going to lead to this, and that's going to lead to this, and then I'm going to get sales. So that's what I mean by strategy. And you want one that's been proven to work. So you can start out with an ad, a pin, an idea pin, a rich pin. Offering a freebie doesn't really work with a rich pin because you have to have the price on there, right? So maybe starting out with an idea pin, a regular pin, or an ad offering a freebie. And then from there, it sends them to a landing page or a content page. In order to get that freebie, they have to become a subscriber. Then they become a subscriber, you send them an email with your freebie, and then they're hooked, right? You can send them whatever you want after that. You can send them a product. You could send them a free ebook, another free offer. In my experience, the more free stuff that you give them, the more they're going to keep coming back. And then you start giving them sales every now and then, or maybe you change it up and make it a little fun and do a challenge with them, like a 5-day challenge that's free. And once they finish that challenge, you could do your actual product offer, your service, or whatever you're providing them. So this is just one strategy that works, that is proven. Or there's one that's a little bit more simpler. So you start it the same way, doing ad, a pin, an idea pin, or a rich pin. And you have some sort of great content on there that's saying, oh, you should try this. It's a really great product. It's so healthy for you. It saves you money, whatever you want to offer. And instead of taking them to a landing page or an opt-in page where they become an email subscriber, you can take them directly to your website. So this is great if you're wanting a product, if you're trying to sell a product of some sort, or coaching or anything like that. You send them directly to your websites where they can browse and buy faster. And then they purchase from you, okay? You can also change this part up a little bit. You can have where when they go to do a purchase, they put in their email, and that way they become an email subscriber. And there's a couple different ways that you can do it. This is just more of kind of a fast-tracked one, but it is also just another strategy. So inside Pin It with Pinterest, I absolutely love this course. I'm so glad that I created it. It's so fun and interactive, and you learn so much about Pinterest you didn't even know existed. Okay, so the first thing that we kind of go over is creating and building a Pinterest business account from scratch. Build and connect your websites to Pinterest. So if you don't have websites, you're going to create those, and then you're going to connect them to Pinterest. Creating clickable content. You don't want to create content that they just click on, right? You want to create content where they click on it, they go to your website, and they buy from you, or they become an email subscriber. So you want to make that content so good that they just go all the way through and they finish, right? Okay. Tips and tricks to generate free traffic. Who does not want free traffic? Targeted audience and niche. This is actually the first thing that we talk about in Pin It with Pinterest. And the reason why is because it's kind of your foundation to Pinterest. You can't build a Pinterest business account unless you already have a niche and an audience and an offer to give them. So that's the first thing that we go over. Have your business run on autopilot, so important. Free templates and guides that I give you that I even used myself to build my Pinterest business account. Build your email list using Pinterest. SEO hacks, so important. Pinterest tag, so if you want to run ads, show you how to do that. Pinterest tag is really similar to a Facebook pixel, so if you're familiar with Facebook ads, it's just like that. Promoting pins organically and paid. There's a couple different ways that you can promote your pins organically. I walk you through all of it, how to do it, what it is, and how you get money from that. And doing paid advertisement. So if you're interested in doing ads, I'll show you how you can do it. Pinterest analytics is probably one of the most overlooked things on Pinterest. And the reason why analytics are so important is because when you've created content, you want to see how it's doing, right? You want to see people are clicking on it. You want to see if your content's working or if you need to change things up. So that's where your Pinterest analytics come in, is where you see what's working and what's not, what you can change, what you can't change. If you need to redo your websites, it's kind of just the overall look and report of your Pinterest business account and your pins. Step-by-step instructions and videos. I try to do all of the learning instructions that you can have. I do visual content, I do audio, I do step-by-step. I make you do it yourself so that you can learn a different way. So if you learn any of those ways, you'll do just fine on Pin It with Pinterest. Post to Pin It for free. So Post to Pin It is a mini course that I created, and I put it inside Pin It with Pinterest for you for free. You absolutely do not have to do it if you don't want to. It is going over blogging, so how to create a blog, how to create content on a blog, and how to set it up with Pinterest. So you do a blog post first, and then you do a pin. So that's why I call it Post to Pin It, and it's free. It's included in there. It's also really valuable. So I would recommend using it, but there's so much that you learn inside Pin It with Pinterest. So Pin It with Pinterest is a 4-week course. It's a fast tracking course. And what that means is Pinterest really takes months to get successful on. Like, it does not happen overnight, unless you want to consistently do ads and stuff to bring in more website visitors and sales. But to do it organically, it takes a while. It really does. The 4-week Pin It with Pinterest course kind of fast tracks that into a 4-week course that's you're constantly going to be doing work. Like, every day is going to be doing work. You're not going to just be sitting there. It's not going to be boring at all. Like, I'm going to put you to work because I want you to be successful on Pinterest. I want you to make money. I want you to really, really love Pinterest as much as I do because I'm so passionate about it. So this 4-week course teaches you literally everything. It's a fast track course. So we are going to be working fast at it, but I'm going to be doing it in a way where you'll understand. So week 1, day 1, we go over targeting and Pinterest stores. Like I talked about, targeting your niche, your ideal audience, and your offer. We're going to really narrow down and get specific. And then we're going to set up our Pinterest stores, which, if you don't remember, they are your websites. We're going to create our websites and we're going to do all of that. Day 2, we're going to do our Pinterest foundation. Pinterest foundation, which is actually creating your Pinterest business account. This is where it gets a lot of fun. Okay, so we're going to do your profile, your cover photo, your profile picture, your bio. We're going to go over navigation, which is I'm going to show you the entire platform, the entire Pinterest, where you need to go if you want to create a board or a pin, or if you need to go in your settings, if you need to add those websites to your Pinterest account. I'm going to show you everything and the SEO hacks. So how to get seen organically on Pinterest. We're going to go over all of that. Day 3 is creating clickable content and your boards. So this is where you learn where, how, and what kind of content you need to create and what boards, but you are not going to be creating your content yet. I'm just showing you, walking you through all the steps of what you need to do, where you need to do it, and things like that, all the different options that you have. Day 4 is automation, so where we teach you how to set up on autopilot. There's a couple different platforms that I use to set my Pinterest business account on autopilot, where I only work 2 days a week on Pinterest, limited like 1 hour, maybe a day. So it really doesn't take a lot of your time. Day 5, extensions and plugins. These are kind of the backbone secrets of your Pinterest business account that a lot of people may not even know, that there's a ton of extensions and plugins that you can download onto your computer that make your Pinterest business account smooth sailing, so easy. Like, you need these plugins. I did not even know I needed them until I was doing the research on this, and I was like, crap, I need to put this in my course because this is so valuable and so necessary, and you don't even know. It's such a great secret. So 4-week course, week 2, day 1, we're going to go over actually creating pins for this week and next week. So you're setting yourself up on autopilot day 1 and day 2 of week 2. So this is where you're going to actually start creating your content. And then day 2 is we're going to be scheduling out the content that you created for this week and next week, and repinning, scheduling out repins. So other people's content you're going to save, but you're going to schedule it out so you don't have to work all week. Day 3, we're going to talk about the email list. So if you don't have an email list, we're going to talk about creating one, where to create it, how to create it, what kind of content to put. If you already have an email list, you're ahead of the game already, but we're going to show you different kind of emails, templates that you can use depending on your niche, and stuff that you can put in there, freebies. Day 4, we're going to talk about the analytics and reports. So that Pinterest analytics that you need to know what works and what doesn't work. Day 5, we're going to talk about the rich pins, how to create one, how to verify one, the importance of a rich pin, really. 4-week course, week 3, day 1, and day 2 are going to be the same as week 2. So creating pins, but just for next week, okay? Scheduling out repins and creative pins just for next week as well. Day 3, we're going to talk about generating traffic, how to do that free organic traffic. Everybody wants to know that, right? Then day 4, promoting pins organically. Day 5, promoting paid pins. I had to separate these into different days because there's kind of a lot that goes into each one. And then week 4, last week, day 1 and day 2 are going to be the same as the week before. So creating pins for next week, scheduling out repins, and creating pins for the week after. So day 3, we're going to talk about post to pin it part 1. I also had to separate this in 2 different days because there's so much content that you need to know on how to do blogging, and then how to connect it with Pinterest, and how that kind of all works together. Day 5, we're going to recap the whole last 4 weeks so that we make sure you didn't miss anything. You also have the chance, if you want to get a coaching session with me, a 30-minute coaching session, and you can use that session anytime you want within the 4-week span of the course. So it's really cool. There's so much. So we'll recap. How much does this cost? So there's a one-time payment of $147. That's it, $147. Most courses like this run for $500 to $1,000, and I'm only doing it for $147 right now, limited time. Or 2 payments of $73.50. Your first payment would come out the day you get the course, and then the last payment would come the day that the course starts, which is July 12th. Okay, so this course starts July 12th. And I did this on purpose. I did this so you would have plenty of time to gather your thoughts, to get prepared, to get excited. I really, really want this for you because I know the value of Pinterest. I know what it can do for your business and the results that you can get from it. You might not get the results right away, and your results might be different than somebody else who does this course, which is totally fine. But you're still going to get some sort of results, right? So Pinterest is great for utilizing any kind of business that you have. Any business works for any business. So this course starts July 12th, 8 a.m. Central Daylight Time. It's a Monday, and you can schedule it out however you want. So if you want to work in the mornings, if you want to work in the nights, and every day is going to be different. So not all days are going to be an hour-long day. Some days you don't have homework. Some days you do have homework. So it really just depends on you and how fast you go through this. But so July 12th, Pin It with Pinterest, 8 a.m. It's a Monday, Central Daylight Time. So that's when it starts. I'm so excited for you to do this. I really, really hope that you take advantage of what I'm offering because I know how powerful it is and the results that you'll get. So I hope to see you on the inside of Pin It with Pinterest. So excited to get to know everybody, to get to know you, and to watch your business grow and just escalate to a whole new level. So I will see you on the inside. I can't wait. Bye. Have a good day.